Hello, today we're going to talk about building a Koch snowflake with the new iterations being the side being 1/3 the length of the seed side or the previous iteration side. So we're going to start out, in this example, we're going to start out with a seed triangle. And our triangle is pretty big, so that way we can do maybe 2 or 3 iterations and it not get terribly too small. So we're going to use a straight edge and a compass to do this. The first thing we're going to need to do is divide one of these sides into thirds so we can see how big it is, the new iteration. So what we're going to do, and of course we need a pencil, I'm going to use this side here just simply because there's more paper down this way. Alright, so you start by, I'm going to go ahead and just label these vertices here. I'm going to label this vertice A, and this vertice, I'm going to label it B. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line out from A, line segment out from A at, I don't know, the angle exactly doesn't matter, maybe 40 or 50 degrees or something like that, maybe a little bigger. Just draw the segment out, and then I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to start at point A, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 hash marks. So I want to put my compass to about 1/3 of the length of this, about. So I put my compass on point A and I draw a hash mark, and then I'm going to move my compass to that hash mark and draw another hash mark. I'm just making 3 congruent segments here. So this is congruent to this, is congruent to this. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and label these. I'm going to draw my dots in pretty nice. And I'm just going to label them X, Y, and Z. Alright. Now, this part of the line I can go ahead, I can either erase or just leave it there. I'm not going to do anything more with that. Now I'm going to connect B with Z. Connect B with Z. So there we go. B with Z. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to put the point of it on Z, and I'm going to adjust it a little less than Y. Okay, and I'm going to make an arc from segment AZ all the way through. Oops. Alright. From segment AZ through segment BZ, like that. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my compass to point, without adjusting it, to the point Y, and I'm going to make the same similar arc like this, and we'll explain just in a minute. Just about like that. Now I move it to point X and make a similar arc like that. Okay, so now I have 3 arcs in. Now I'm going to measure. I'm going to measure with my compass. I'm going to put my point on point Y, and I'm going to see exactly where this arc connects segment BZ. So I'm going to have to do some adjustment here. So I get it perfect. I'm going to make a little hash mark just to make sure. Now it looks like I'm a little down a little bit, so I'm moving up a little more. Reading glasses help a guy like me. Wish I had some reading glasses on. Let's see. No, that's the same spot. There we go. Okay. So now I have it measured out perfectly. So now I'm going to, without adjusting the compass, I'm going to move the compass point to X. And I'm going to put it on X, and I'm going to make X marks the spot with that other arc. Alright. Now I'm going to, without moving the compass, I'm going to move it to point A. And then I'm going to do X marks the spot here. Alright. So now I have 3 X marks the spots. So this one, so I'll be able to draw parallel lines to segment BZ. And so the way I'll do that is I'll take my, I'll connect this X here with point Y. Alright. And then I'll connect this X here with point X. And now I should have, that should have divided my segment AB into 3 congruent segments. So I can take a piece of paper and do a quick check here. If I have the end of my paper at point B, I can mark the paper here where it intersects the line segment AB. I can make another mark here where it intersects the line segment AB. And then I can go ahead and mark segment A. And then see how I did. So if I move these over, they should line up. Nice. Okay. So there we go. We checked. Looks like I did a nice job. Alright, so that's how you do it. And then you can use this paper as a template for your next side. And you can go ahead, you can put it on point B, the other side of the triangle. Well, if we label this, we could label this point C over here, the vertex C, and we can see segment BC. Just line our template up. We can go ahead and make our hash marks in like this. Now, okay. So then we can rotate our triangle around, use our template again. And then we can measure AC, segment AC. I hope my head's not getting too much in the way here. Alright, and we can make our, like that. Okay, now, so we're now in good shape. So now we know where to put our new triangles. So we can actually take a pair of scissors. Let's go ahead and mark these well. We'll go ahead and mark those well. This one, you got to be careful here because the X kind of a little bit gets in the way. Okay. So, make sure I did that right. Yep. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so yeah. So what we can do now is to create a new segment. So now we got to do some new triangles. So the way you do that is you start with a ray. You start with a ray, and then so of course a ray looks like that, right? And we're going to call this A prime. Now we need to know how long it is. So we take one of our points here. We'll have the point here, and we'll measure it to exactly the point there. Yep, looks good. Alright, so now we put this onto A prime. And alright. So there's our new, there is our new the side length of our new triangle. Okay, so we can go ahead and build our triangle up, or what I would recommend doing is just lay your compass down like this, draw another ray, make a vertex, and let's go ahead and draw that out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an actual triangle, another triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep that arc out. Okay. And then I'm going to take my compass without moving it and put it at the point there, sweep it out. Now I have a couple vertices. I could call these A prime, B prime, and C prime. And then I can connect them like this. Now, okay, so now I have my new triangle. And then here's the trick with why I did it that way. I can go ahead and erase some of this mess. The reason I did it, I did two lines here. So now I'm left with this segment. Well, what are you doing up here? All right, now what I can do with this is I could label this one, put a dot there, and I can label it B prime. Get rid of all that mess. Now I can start this process that I did on the first one. This whole process, I can start that over again. So I can take a line from A go down. Now I can do my adjust my compass to about 1/3 of that. Maybe that neighborhood-ish. Put it on point A prime and make, I wonder if that's going to give me, might need to come in a little bit. And we'll see. A prime, 1, 2, 3, oops. Yeah, that's not going to give it to me here. I'll have to adjust it in a little bit. Or I could have drawn my line a little longer. 1, 2, 3. Now label these. Now I'll call it X prime, Y prime, and Z prime. So I'm just repeating the process over again. Now I'm just going to connect B prime and Z prime. Okay. Then I'm going to go to Z prime with my compass, set it a little less than Y prime, and make my arc. go up to y prime.